สวัสดีค่ะ Good morning everyone. First of all, thank you very much for watching this presentation video during this crisis. My name is Yanaporn. I am here with my team members. Here are Wanvisa, Panchiwa, Prao, and Benjatip. We are first year students studying in Faculty of Food Industry from King Mongkut Institute of Technology Lat Krabang. We are expected to develop and acknowledge how food can be more than anyone can ever imagine. And also, we do research and contribute more options for every kinds of consumers. So, today, we are going to present about grains and the benefit of grains. Our presentation will be divided in 4 main parts. First, we will tell you what grains actually are and the example of product that produces by grains. Secondly, we will show the simple steps to produce white flour and whole wheat flour. This leads us to the next point, that is the comparisons of those two kinds of flour. Finally, how this data can apply to our lifestyle in daily life. And at the end, I will tell you all the parts that we gather together. So now, I think you must have heard about grains for some times. Let's say we are in Thailand, but it will be too narrow. So today, my friends and I will brought us into flour industry in general and how grains become the majority raw material in many food categories. Let's begin with the first part.
I will be talking about the background about grains. Cereals mean gramineae, which is monocotyledon plants, or as we know well in the words are calling grains. What are grains? Grains are small hard discs. There are many different grains, such as rye, wheat, corn, barley, oats, and quinoa. These grains are also high in energy foods because they are mostly carbohydrates and it contains protein, fat, fiber, and B vitamins. The seeds are durable to storage, convenient to transport, cheap and easily planted. Therefore, in every part of the world are popular processed by scarf of the color of holes or melt them into flour for use in Valentine's of main cooking. Moreover, rye and wheat account for most of the world's grain harvest. Rye and most wheat are consumed directly as food. Example: Europeans and Americans process wheat into flour from maize bread as a staple food. In today's diet-focused world, breads get a bad reputation. In a lot of popular meals plans focus on health and weight loss, carbohydrate-heavy foods such as bread are usually the first thing to go. But not all types of breads are created equal. While processed white bread isn't exactly a superfood, there are other types of breads that could potentially provide a little more in terms of nutritional value. Next, we will show you the methodology that is about how to make flour.
Now, let's see how to make whole wheat flour and white flour. We will start the interesting content from the KIN and EAP Publication 35. They have many steps to make flour as follows. First, they have different raw material to process flour. Whole wheat flour is made from hard red wheat, but white flour is made from hard white wheat. Even though they have different raw material, but they have the same milling process. They cleaning are complete by means of separators, apparatus, scrolls, magnets, and washer stoners. The wheat are conditioned in water to toughen the bland to reduce fragmentation when it's removed, and to obtain a moisture content resulting in particles of the desired size. Next, the processes of dyeing and conditioning rye in the steam have been so-called minerals migrate to the endosperm, whereas more strongly bound minerals didn't migrate. This may increase the content of certain minerals in refined flour. Last, during the milling process, stillwater crushed the grain and the flour released from the endosperm is separated by sifters. According to fineness, each of these has different mineral and protein content, and may be recombined later to form a variety of flours to be sold for diverse baking. The bran and germ which make up with the wheat are totally removed in this process. In milling process, white flour is often breathed with whitening agent, often chemical, to make it look clean and pure. Whole wheat flour to result in a more wholesome flour. It can be used interchangeably with flour called for in a receipt, or it can be substituted for half the amount of all-purpose flour in a receipt. So, after they have done this milling process, next part, we will tell you about the result of the fighting of whole wheat flour and white flour.
I'm going to explain the comparison of processed whole wheat bread and rye bread, the difference of whole wheat flour and rye flour. Whole wheat flour is rich in vitamin B1, B3, and B5, along with riboflavin and folate. It also has more iron, calcium, protein, and other nutrients than rye flour. Whole wheat flour, when it comes to bread, the two types that most shoppers are likely to be familiar with are rye and whole wheat bread. Of these two, bread that is 100% whole wheat is considerably healthier. Unlike processed rye bread, whole wheat bread keeps the entire grain intact during the manufacturing process, living in various bits such as the germ, endosperm, and bran. By living in this part of the grain, whole wheat bread contains a much higher value of nutritional content than if it were to be removed. In addition to having a higher concentration of fiber, the bran and germ of the grain are also a beneficial source of other nutrients, such as protein and fat, along with various other vitamins and minerals. By contrast, the refined grain used in rye bread do away with many of these important nutrients by removing the bran and germ during the bread creation. In addition to these added nutritional benefits, whole wheat bread may also help protect your body against certain types of health complications such as heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and even certain variety of cancer. However, you shouldn't just settle for the first loaf of bread with whole wheat on the label. Many manufacturers are inclined to simply slap the word whole wheat on the label in order to make their product appear healthier, regardless of whether or not the bread itself was actually made without refined flour. For information about comparison of bread, next will be how we apply this data into our daily life.
I will describe the implication and conclusion of the study, research, and production processes of flour, how we can apply it in our daily life. From the fact that we have studied about the sort of raw material in the industry, the result is that we can know the origin and benefit of real grains, which we have already learned about this information, allowing us to bring raw material into process more accurately and correctly, able to process raw materials into food products in an appropriate condition, and add value to food, but still the benefits of the raw material that are processed. We are interested in bringing various types of grains to product flour through different processes such as extraction, immersion of cereal in water, or maybe dried, in which each method will result in different flour product. The obvious thing is the quality and the remaining benefits of the various grain processed into start conditions. In order to be further processed in various forms, as we had picked up the issue of bringing the dough through the production process of whole wheat grain and different white grains. Coming out, once we got to know the origin of the different production processes of both types of bread, make it possible to choose the right raw material for the production process, can choose to process grain that we can maintain quality and benefit of raw material in the product as before. When we have studied and researched the true sort of information, we were able to choose healthy and nutritious food that can protect our internal system from various diseases too.
Well, this brings us to the end of our presentation. I think you now know the background of grains, and you knew that some products are produced to be one of the main ingredients in most of food we normally have. So that means grains has been part of our lives. Also, you briefly got the methodology of how to produce two kinds of flour, and the finding from the comparison of white flour and whole wheat flour. The last thing is that we show you how to bring some information from this presentation to apply into your personal life. To summarize, the main point of this project is that to acknowledge how important grains are, shortly clarify the example of how to produce two kinds of flours, and what it can be produced too. That's all of the information we want you to get from us today. Thank you for your attention, and I hope you like our presentation. Thank you. สวัสดีค่ะ